So when I was a high school senior, I met Payne Stewart. I caddied for a friend of mine in the AT&T Pro-Am, and Payne was his partner, and we somehow struck up a friendship, and that led me to spend some time with him, learn what he did, got to know his family a little bit. It's really cool. So in the last year of his life, he went from a very streaky putter to a very good putter and made quite an impression on me. And so I'm like, what is he doing differently? And he used a SeeMore putter, and that's where the SeeMore story got started. And so I saw a dramatic change in how consistent he became. So I wanted to use one, of course. So I started to use it, and it taught me something about putting, about alignment and consistency. And so when SeeMore had a little bit of a downtime, right around 2000, there was an opportunity for me to teach putting at a local driving range where I would take lessons from the director of instruction there. So I would give him putting lessons, and then he would give me swing lessons, and that led into a job, basically. So I didn't want to travel anymore, newly married, and basically gave him a putting lesson. He said, hey, you should come teach here, do some fittings, we'll start like that. And so that was in 2001. In 2000, I had met Vaughn Taylor and Zach Johnson, and actually, I take that back. In 2000, I met Vaughn. At the end of the year, I met Zach. Vaughn and I started working together right away. Zach and I worked together about a year or so later. And as we went along and I was teaching, and suddenly these guys started playing better. And the better they played, the more exposure they got, the smarter I looked, at least in my own little bubble in the Dallas area. And that sort of led to great things, basically. At the same time, I'm learning how to teach full swing, and that's ever evolving. But I became the putting guy in the Dallas area, and through the grace of God, basically, they played really well. Zach Johnson won the Masters, and then all of a sudden I've got a little bit of notoriety, and I've got my dream job at a country club, and I'm kind of like the guy in Dallas, and it's gone on from there. So you never know who's going to be in front of you. You never know the next person, how far they're going to grow in the game. It really doesn't even matter. It's just you're there to make somebody better, and as you make them better, you become better. And the more people you help, it comes back to you. And whether you work at a tour level or you're just known as the guy that can help the club member putt better, it's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing. Highly recommend.